All right, here we are rocking it on the bonus edition of the show. I just got off the radio show. What a crazy week it's been. Evidenced by the fact that I am currently driving back from Washington, D.C. to Colorado, which I wasn't planning to do, by the way, in a 2025 Jeep Wrangler 4xe rental car, which I was also not planning to drive, provided by Hertz Rent-A Car. Yeah. Hertz Rent-A Car. Go figure. I just spent last week bashing on them on the show, and now here I am behind the wheel of one of their vehicles. And if you're just joining me on the bonus show, and you're like, what are you talking about, Matt? Go back and listen to the podcast of the radio show, which, by the way, was really cool. I did the radio show through the magic of technology from here on the road. I think I'm still in Maryland. And, yeah, and I did a radio show in Colorado from the driver's seat of a Jeep Wrangler in Maryland, which I wasn't planning to be driving or passing through Maryland at any point. So fun stuff going on here. And I'm taking one for the team. I'm taking one for you because I said, you know, what's going on with the Hertz rental car experience? Hertz is doing crazy things. They're getting customers arrested. They're claiming damages on stuff. That's all normal Hertz stuff. That's happened before in the past. You may be familiar with those stories. But I talked about last week how Hertz Rent-A Car is implementing AI scanners at various locations. And those AI scanners are finding all sorts of problems, and they're flagging problems that don't exist. In fact, since that story last week, there was another Hertz rental car story, which garnered some national press again, because Hertz is very good at that. Hertz firmly believes in the any publicity is good publicity methodology with their marketing. And they basically, another customer had a Hertz vehicle, went through the AI scanners. It was raining, it was wet. The AI scanner marked the water on the vehicle, the water on the Jeep, or whatever. Jeep, I don't know if it was a Jeep. I'm in a Jeep right now. And speaking of rain, wow, did you look at that? It's just suddenly raining the second I talk about it. But the AI scanners marked that water as damage and then sent him a bill. And then get this, he said, hey, to the Hertz rental car people at the counter, you know, I probably shouldn't get a bill for this. I was water. And they go, yeah, sorry, we can't do anything about it. The damage claims are all managed by corporate and the scanners managed by corporate. The counter people could do nothing. Okay. And so he tries to go through corporate, doesn't get anywhere, gets all these automated prompts. And that's one thing that frustrates me nowadays is that you go through a corporate entity and they have you go through various means. Message our support on our website. Okay, if you do that, you get an AI chatbot. The AI chatbot goes, hey, okay, your problem is out of my realm. Let me escalate this to a manager. Stand by. Boop, here's a manager. And then the manager's also an AI chatbot. It's just another level of AI chatbot. And you go through 3 or 4 AI chatbots until you get a real person. And you might say, well, of course, Matt, that's ridiculous. Just call them. Be a normal person and call them. Well, great. You call them and you get an AI chatbot over the phone now that directs you through various different places. And it's never good. And in fact, it's getting worse. And I don't like that it's getting worse. And I think it's a major problem that it's getting worse, frankly. And now, this guy went through Hertz, went through their system, didn't get anywhere resolving his rebuttal to their damage claim. And, you know, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. A company should say, look, we're going to be... I mean, firstly, you should be customer service oriented enough to actually understand, you know, that you need to provide customer service, you know, especially in an industry that deals directly with customers, perhaps, right? They're dealing with the public. So Hertz has not been known for doing that. Now, I flew into Reagan International Airport in Washington, D.C. And firstly, with the Hertz experience, they couldn't find the keys to the rental car. The lady at the counter goes, "Yep, here's your rental car. Keys are in the car." I get out to the car. It's unlocked. No keys, though. Look everywhere for the keys. I think I'm missing something. So, and it's got keyless start. So I push the button and it says, all right, no vehicle detected. No key fob detected in the vehicle. And then I go back to the counter and I have to walk all the way through the parking garage. It was quite a ways. Go back to the counter. Hey, there's no keys in there. Oh, no, the keys are in there. The keys are definitely in there. No, I'm telling you they're not. The vehicle doesn't detect the key fob either. Well, the keys should be in there. Yes, I know the keys should be in there. I'm aware that the keys should be in there. Obviously, telling you that the keys aren't in there and that they should be in there. And so they fumble around and look for it. And they open up the drawers in the desk. No, it's not there. Other dude walks up at some point. Hey, have you seen the keys for this? You go, oh yeah. Those are over here. Pulls them out of a random spot, just off to the side, past the desk. Go figure, right? That's not a huge deal. Wasted a little bit of my time. I had to walk. Not a big deal. And so far, that has been the worst of my Hertz experiences so far. Yeah, and you're like, oh, come on, where's the rest of the story? Well, I'm still driving the Hertz rental car, and they haven't arrested me yet, so that's good. Hertz is known for reporting cars that they rented out hours beforehand as stolen and reporting them to the police, and then the police track you down and arrest you, and that has happened. So far I've gotten from DC, mostly through Maryland now, and that has not happened yet, so that's good. I did take a second, though, while I was at the airport, because in the story I talked about last week, Sixt, S-I-X-T, that rental car company, has also implemented AI scanners. And those AI scanners, specifically, according to the story I told you, and several of the articles relating to that, one of the airports trialing the scanners was Reagan International Airport. And I got to see the scanners. Interesting things. I didn't have a chance to get video of them. I really wish I did. I'll roll some B-roll here in the video of what they look like, though. And you as the customer drive through them on your way into the return. And they've got these lights on the side and these black stripes. And those black stripes are there to reflect off of the paint of the car so the camera can see any waves, any dents. If you've ever looked at paintless dent repair, watch what those guys do. And that's an art, by the way. Paintless dent repair is a tremendous skill and art. I commend the guys who do it because, for one, I couldn't do it, so I'm glad they can. But I mean, there's really a lot of skill that goes into good PDR work. And they often use a light or a device that has these black and white stripes, and they'll hover that over the paint because those stripes, you'll look in the reflection of the paint, and if you've seen this, you do know what I'm talking about, but you'll look in the reflection of the paint, and in doing so, you will see those lines reflect into the paint, and they're straight, and if you look at the paint and see any waves, any dimples, those lines will distort very obviously. So that is a tool. That was probably great if you're watching on video right there. The cruise control kicked down and knocked my iPad off the dash, which is responsible for sending this beautiful feed of this gorgeous landscape onto the video right now. Anyway, by the way, and since my discussion on the radio show, I have now ran the hybrid battery pack down to 0% again. That was fast. Did not make a dent on my fuel economy either. Anyway, the scanner has these lines on it, so the cameras can easily pick out dents and dings. It's got cameras all over the place. You drive through this thing, it lights up, whoosh, scans the car. Looks kind of cool. Maybe a little theatrical when you do it. Maybe it makes some Star Trek noises, I don't know. And then you just drive through. And apparently, from what I've understood, reading up on this too, you can drive through them pretty quick, and they'll scan the whole car. They also have cameras on the underside, and it looks at the undercarriage of the vehicle. It's going to look at the chassis. It's going to look at all these different things. It's got cameras also positioned specifically to look at the wheels, because as you can imagine, a rental car, one of the biggest issues is going to be curbing wheels. And that's probably their bread and butter, frankly, when it comes to Come on, there's the transmission, kick down. When it comes to, damage claims, it's an easy thing to replace, repair. They cost a lot of money, though. Yeah, you can see why that would be some low-hanging fruit there. So, and I saw people driving through that, and it looked like it was all working. It looked actually pretty normal. If you didn't really know to look out for it, oh, I'm just driving through this hooped thing with some lights on it. And I still maintain that these rental car scanners are problematic because of the way they're being implemented, the way they're being managed, the lack of customer service with them. When people are discovering issues, that lack of customer service is relevant. People need that customer service to, if you're going to do something like this and have this faceless, nameless, arbitrary thing, this robot, decide your fate and decide whether, some rain droplets on the vehicle are a problem, you need a way to find a way to appeal that. And that's missing right now. And if there's no way to appeal it, is it really ethical to implement this at all? And, well, I don't even know why I'm asking you that question in a hypothetical, because the answer is obvious. No, it's not. And I think we need to see something happen. If you had a company that was A-level customer service, A-level, they were known for it. They do a great job. They're the Chick-fil-A of rental car companies, right? And by the way, while I'm on the road here, I'll admit, I eat Chick-fil-A pretty often. And I love that you can go to any Chick-fil-A anywhere in the country, get the same experience. It's all going to be good. The customer service is going to be good. They've standardized that beautifully. Side tangent there. But say you had the Chick-fil-A of rental car companies. I still don't know if I would really like the AI scanner being used in those cases. I feel like it's still a little arbitrary. People have also raised questions that, well, is it an invasion of privacy because you, the customer, are driving through it as it scans stuff? It can see into the car, through the windows. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer and I can't answer those questions. But I would still have some reservations. But I think if you had a company that was known for that good customer service and that they did it, I would feel better about it. It's the fact that the companies that are known for the piss poor customer service, that are known for getting customers arrested, that are known for making up things. I'm trying to think of some other Hertz stories I've heard. Oh, there was one where Hertz tried to retroactively charge a customer for a tank of gas afterwards, as if they hadn't filled the rental car back up when they returned it. It was an EV, it was a Tesla. And it was charged from what I recall. But they said, well, there's still no gas in it, so I guess we got to charge for it. Where are they going to put the gas? Also, for the record, I think when the rental car companies ask you and say, hey, do you want the extra add-on where we'll fill it back up with gas for you when you drop it off? It was like $75. Like, are you kidding? You want $75 to top it off? Get out of here with that. There's going to be a gas station within 5 minutes of any rental car drop off. I mean, man, I can't justify that. And the insurance packages they had. So many different levels of them. I recommend getting some sort of insurance when you rent a car. Perhaps their basic one that actually covers the car itself. Because depending on your personal vehicle insurance, you could run into some issues where maybe something's not covered, something is. If you know your policy really well, you can work around that. It is good peace of mind for the basic insurance that covers the car itself, covers any issues with it. But the different tiers of it, like, $100 a day extra, you get this, and that, and we'll come change your flat tires for you and bring you some snacks while we're at it. And the price, I don't know. There's not really a lot of value they're adding there, and they're adding a lot of cost to it. So, having said that, I still maintain my position, which is that you should always take pictures of the rental car before you pick it up. Always take pictures of it. Take pictures of the wheels, take pictures of the sides, snap a picture or two of the interior. That's going to be the biggest thing you can do to cover yourself in that instance. And are we going to see more of these rental car scanners? Absolutely. I think we have only seen the beginning. And the public outcry hasn't been... Oh, I have to turn right on I-70 North here in just a bit, if you could hear that. But we've only seen the tip of the iceberg. Obviously, Hertz has done things that have earned it, rightfully so, scorn in the public eye, and yet they continue to do business just fine, evidenced by idiots like me who rented from them for this journey, though in all fairness, they were like the only company that had an available vehicle. And if you listened to the radio show, you heard my extenuating circumstances, which resulted in me having to rent a vehicle and drive it back from Washington, D.C., all the way to Colorado. So I had to take what I could. And I'm taking one for the team. So, hey, thanks for listening to this bonus edition of the show. Make sure you go listen to the podcast of the radio show. If you're local to Colorado, tune into the radio show live Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. on my flagship station, AM 1460 and FM 101.1, The Answer. And I'll keep you updated. I have 1,300 more miles to go. Anything could happen. It is Hertz after all. I'll let you know what happens here. We'll do a follow-up of this on the show. And we'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll only get arrested. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you on the other side.